0.
Welcome to the 2024 NAIA Football National Championship Selection Show. Get ready as we set the stage in the battle for the Red Banner. 20 teams have been selected into the championship field and will compete to be the last team remaining and be crowned champions. Action in the 69th annual NAIA Football Championship Series gets underway on November 23rd at 4 sites around the country and will continue each Saturday until 2 teams remain. Those programs will travel to Durham, North Carolina for the national championship, which will be played at Durham County Memorial Stadium starting on December 21st, broadcast free on Urban Edge Network and the NAIA Network. Dreams of reaching the Football Championship Series field can be realized in 2 ways. Each conference determines who their automatic qualifiers are. Teams can earn their bid by becoming champions of their conference or division. The rest of the teams are determined by the NAIA Football Selection Committee, comprised of NAIA head coaches and administrators from around the nation. Are you ready? The announcement of the Football Championship Series teams starts now.
Here are the top 12 seeds in this year's NAIA Football Championship Series. These 12 teams will have a first-round bye and advance into the second round of the FCS. The number 1 overall seed is the Seahawks of Kaiser. The defending national champions claim their 3rd straight Sun Conference title with an overall record of 9-0. The Seahawks offense has gained 4,129 yards this season, while their defense has allowed only 18.2 points per game. The number 2 overall seed is the Vikings of Grandview. The Vikings earned their 6th straight Heart North Division crown with an overall record of 10-0. Grandview has one of the top offenses in the country in gaining 411.9 yards per game while averaging 43.9 points per contest. This is the 13th trip to the postseason for the Vikings. The number 3 overall seed is the Wildcats of Indiana Wesleyan. The Wildcats earned their 3rd straight Mid-States Football Association Mid-East Division crown by going 10-1 overall. Indiana Wesleyan is 4th in the nation with 49.6 points per game and is one of the nation's leaders in sacks with 35. The Wildcats are making their 4th straight appearance into the field. The number 4 seed in this year's field is the Bulldogs of Montana Western. The Bulldogs earned the Frontier Championship with an overall record of 9-1. Montana Western is 1st in the nation with 11.3 yards per pass attempt, while their defense has caused 13 turnovers and 37 sacks on the year. This will be the Bulldogs' 6th trip to the national stage. The 5th seed in this year's championship series is the Bobcats of St. Thomas. The Bobcats earned an at-large berth out of the Sun Conference with an overall record of 9-1 this season and are 8th in the country with 46.2 points per game. They are 2nd in the nation with 19 interceptions and are the top team in scoring defense. This will be the 2nd postseason appearance for the Bobcats in program history. The number 6 seed in the postseason is the Mustangs of Morningside. The Mustangs joined the championship field with an overall record of 10-1 as they claim the GPAC regular season title for the 14th time in program history. The Mustangs are 6th in the nation in points per game by scoring 47.6 points per contest this year. This will be the 21st time that the Mustangs have made the FCS. The number 7 seed are the Ore Diggers of Montana Tech. The Ore Diggers claimed an at-large berth out of the Frontier with an overall mark of 9-2 and will be making their 11th trip to the postseason. Montana Tech is 12th in the country with 4,932 yards of total offense and is 9th in yards per completion with 15.2, while their defense has caused 23 turnovers. The number 8 overall seed is the Rams of Texas Wesleyan. The Rams won the Sooner Championship with an overall record of 10-0 and a 9-0 conference mark. Texas Wesleyan leads the country in scoring at 59.9 points per game, while their defense has had 18 interceptions this season. This is the first time in program history that the Rams have advanced to the championship series. The number 9 seed is the Ravens of Benedictine. The Ravens earned the Heart South Division automatic qualifier with an overall mark of 9-2. Benedictine is 5th in the country with 517 total points and 4th in total offense with 5,285 yards, while their defense has scored 5 times this season. This will be the 16th time that the Ravens have reached the postseason. The number 10 overall seed is the Tigers of Georgetown. The Tigers grabbed the Mid-South title with an overall mark of 8-2 while going 6-0 in league play. Georgetown's defense has been outstanding this season by allowing only 17.3 points per game while gaining 4.1 yards per carry on the ground this season. The number 11 seed will be the Red Raiders of Northwestern. The Red Raiders grabbed an at-large berth out of the GPAC by going 8-2 overall as they will join the field for the 8th straight season. Northwestern is averaging 368.2 yards per game and is averaging 18 first downs per contest, while their defense is second in the nation in allowing 8.7 points per contest and has held opponents to 73 yards on the ground per game. The number 12 overall seed is the Pioneers of Mid-America Nazarene. The Pioneers garnered an at-large berth out of the Hart South Division with an overall mark of 9-1 and will join the field for the first time since 2014. Mid-America Nazarene is second in the country with 49.6 points per game and are 4th in yards per game with 511 yards, while their defense has had 21 total takeaways this season. Now, let's shift our focus to the first round matchups that will take place on Saturday, November 23rd. We begin in Baldwin City, Kansas, where the number 13 seeded Wildcats of Baker will host a first round matchup. The Wildcats grabbed an at-large berth out of the Hart South Division with an overall record of 9-1, and they will be making their 21st postseason appearance. The Wildcats are 9th in the country by surrendering 14.5 points per game, with their offense having scored 40.8 points per contest while gaining 398 yards per game. They will host number 20 seeded Bears of Pikeville. The Bears won the Appalachian Athletic Conference with an overall record of 5-5 and will join the postseason for the first time since 2005. The Bears are 4th in passing yardage with 3,458 total yards and are 8th in the nation with 35 touchdown passes, while their defense has recorded 28 sacks this year. The next matchup will take place in Dickinson, North Dakota, where the number 14 seed are the Blue Hawks of Dickinson State. Dickinson State earned the North Star Championship with an overall record of 9-1 and are making their 25th appearance in the FCS. Dickinson State offense has racked up 396 yards per game this season while scoring 23 rushing touchdowns, while their defense is only allowing 69.5 yards per game. They will welcome number 19 Kansas Wesleyan. The Coyotes claim the KCAC Bissell Division with an overall record of 7-4 and a perfect 5-0 mark in divisional play. Kansas Wesleyan rushed for nearly 2,300 yards this season while only allowing 20.9 points per game. This will be the 7th time that the Coyotes have advanced to the postseason. We head to Winfield, Kansas, as the number 15 overall seeded Mountain Builders of Southwestern will host an FCS contest. The Mountain Builders earned an at-large berth out of the KCAC Kessinger Division with an overall mark of 10-1 and will join the field for the 7th time in program history. Southwestern has scored 43 points per game and is averaging 476 yards of total offense, with their defense getting 24 interceptions and 28 sacks on the year. The Mound Builders will take on the number 18 overall seeded Cougars of St. Francis. The Cougars won the Mid-States Football Association Midwest Division with an overall mark of 8-3 and will be making their 20th appearance in the championship. St. Francis is 3rd in the nation with 3,539 passing yards as they led the country with 45 touchdown passes, while their defense leads the nation with 14 fumble recoveries. The final matchup in the first round rolls to Wichita, Kansas, as the number 16 seeded Falcons of Friends are into the field for the first time since 2008. The Falcons shared a part of the KCAC Kessinger Division title with an overall record of 10-1. Friends are 10th in the country with 474.9 yards per game and have only surrendered 15.3 points per contest. Friends welcomes the number 17 seeded Spirit of OUAZ, who claimed an at-large berth out of the Sooner with an overall mark of 8-1 and will be making their second trip to the postseason. The Spirit is second in the nation in scoring with 54.3 points per contest, while leading the country in total offense with 545.4 yards per game, with their defense forcing 22 turnovers and scoring 4 times.
Let's take one final look at the 20 teams who will compete in the 69th annual NAIA Football Championship Series. Thanks for watching and good luck to all of our qualifiers. The battle for the Red Banner begins now.